kill with my gun. It's an attraction. Know who and what I am? I'm a killer. I kill with my gun. It's an attraction.
Pressing his head to stop the shakes, sitting in the dark playing with his hate. Eats and eats as the power grows higher, but someone's home. They sucker on the sanctuary of his fear and his moans. Barefoot walking the bare cold floor, treading a flood. Leaving, then he's gone. Probably be sleeping before too long. So messed up, I work right here. And I saw him then. I thought his eyes beat like ice. Below clouds falling on Christ. Through him, far from heaven. He now never run, help the leather. Show God true death. Show God true death. True love is fire. Lies to herself and get caught up. Tangled when her eyes green. A target painted on her head. Our voices meet. Our eyes are dead. Now and never. Our eyes are red. Now and never. Won't you recall the songs? The empty armchair pushed against the fire to clear the room for a life whisper, scream frantic to the night. We shine like whisper, explode 1,000 lights. We shine like us in a mining town. Torches burning in the breeze, the shivering, less of blood. He's the star of a horror movie, the deep inside is good. There's an illness flowing. Right, I'm supposed to be talking and that sort of thing now. Right, yeah, that was a bit of a question for people out there. So playing Gateshead in a couple of days, and I'm not sure which mode to do it in. Should I do it in sort of super gothy mode, or should I do it in sort of the punky death rock mode with, you know, the mini skirt and thigh boots? So you've got until the end of the program to let me know which mode I should do it in. Yeah, so, you know, keep that question in mind, and hopefully I shall have my answer by the end of the show, as if I haven't already decided. But let's see what you, the public, decide. Anyway, we have Doberwoman coming up in maybe 5-10 minutes or something, so that very much looking forward to having a chat with Doberwoman about things. So let's see what else can we do for you tonight. Let's put a bit of Doberwoman on, perhaps, maybe, you know. That seems a good idea, actually. So let's have some Doberwoman. I can't tell you the name of the track, but it was a recording I did in Leeds on the 28th of June. So I'll have a bit of Doberwoman and then hopefully have a chat after that. So let's see if I can get that sort of in a transition situation, and then we'll get on a bit of Doberwoman early on in the set. That's the point. Will it have sort of intro stuff in it? Oh well, I'll just forward it if necessary, and I can always edit it in post, right?
Come and join me! Come on, come closer, don't bite. I do bite. Show me your teeth, let me help you get clean of this metal bullshit that you're trying to reclaim. Show me your fangs, come on and tell me your plans. You'd be struck up if I said I'd give you a chance. Adolescent lipstick, does it ever really work? Standing on the corner when you spill your jokes to get your jerk. Know how to play with her, you wouldn't know what to say to her. Leave a new memento mori. I could break you, I could snap. Do you wanna get broken? Do you wanna snap back? So let me see your best side. I will be your guide. And when the time has come to fall, am I gonna feel a claws? Give me a stage, I will give you my rage. Cause little boys have got no teeth. Thank you! Oh, it's bloody warm up here. I am Doberwoman, hear me fucking roar. There's a lot of swearing in this set. Well, that normally gets a cheer. Come on, there's a lot of swearing in this set. It's not family friendly game, is it? Welcome to the Black Mass against the Cunts. I am probably the least gothy act on tonight's bill. What I am is Electro Riot Girl with a megaphone, a little keyboard, and a lot of rage. On tonight's bill. There we go, there it is. That song's called Teeth. It is about calling out catcallers and you know, those idiots who think they can just speak to women on the street in that stupid way. Honestly, is it ever going to and you know, those idiots who... No, thank you. Has it ever? I don't think it will. So yeah, I'm Doberwoman. I write noisy, bleepy, bloopy, distorty, angry, sarcastic songs. I've recently been called the Wednesday Addams of electropop, which I'll take as very high praise. Next song is a little less. It's a little less ragey. It's a little more just general kind of. What about those moments when the world just throws all of its crap at you, and piles stuff on, and you just have to get it done? It's called Hyperfocus. A lot of loops. A lot of weird loops in this one. moon smiling down on me. Where have you gone, girl? Where you gone, girl? Cheshire cat and moon smiling down on me. Where have you gone, girl? What have you done, girl? Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, goes your bomb. Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, set it off. I need a rest, I need a purpose. I need to quell this hyperfocus. I need a rest, I hear a chorus telling me.
Right, yeah, so sorry that cuts off a bit early, but it was just sort of a bit of video I recorded whilst there. I think absolutely brilliant. Have Doberwoman with us any second, so let's see if indeed we do. Let's zoom with the work. I think we're getting there. There we are, I can see Doberwoman. So yes, hello, welcome to the show, Doberwoman. So
Thank
yes.
you. I've actually still got my civilian name up here. Oh gosh. Never mind. Most
I
people know
can't see it though, so we're all.
Oh,
I know, all it says at my end is Derek Anthony Williams is talking, so. And now you've frozen.
at my end, something's frozen at.
Yeah,
No,
we're good
we're
now.
good.
We're good. We're back. Isn't this
Yeah, we're back.
exciting? Isn't it fun? This live chats malarkey. So yeah. Anyway, I hadn't encountered you before. I'm going to adjust this screen. I don't like this sort of icons propping up all the time. Hold on.
All right.
Right. Yeah. This will help. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Exciting sort of. Behind the scenes fiddling or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I like
Behind
the
the scenes
sound
fiddling.
of that. I don't think we like the sound of that. Anyway, yes. So as I said, I hadn't encountered you before the lead show, but I think I'd seen the name around a little bit. Obviously, I knew your other name.
Yes.
Around, obviously, but
Yeah.
but yeah, absolutely adored the Doberwoman performance, which is why I had to sort of instantly ask you along to one of my gigs. You know,
Thank you.
I mean, it's obviously nice to get someone who can sing as well, obviously, you know, as opposed to my.
I've heard you sing. I mean, that was the first time I'd actually seen Jan Doyle Band in any incarnation, and it was awesome to see you perform. So having, like, you know, similarly having heard the name a lot and heard a record.
And we have lovely freezingness, excellent. It's just this the unreliable nature of Resume is just something we have to work with, I guess. We're moving in. So yeah, I mean, I think it objected to talking about Jan Dorvan, so we'll try and get back on subject. So, when did you start Doberwoman and why? And we can't even get a response to that because Zoom's frozen again. We'll have to wait and see if we get a response to when did you start Doberwoman and why.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be working better now. I've turned Google off. There we go. So yeah, Doberwoman, well, it started in earnest last year. I'd had the idea around late 2021 because I'd been doing pre-pandemic a lot of my my solo singer-songwriter stuff. For anyone watching who doesn't know me by face or by my other name, I've been an acoustic-ish singer-songwriter-ish for about 15 years or so, and I'd been wanting a change musically for a while, and I just found myself writing more and more ranty feminist lyrics, and they didn't really fit. Well, they did fit with my usual stuff, but I wanted something different. And I spoke to my partner, Chris, who's a singer-songwriter in his own right, a Short Dark Stranger, who's obviously very good at coming up with names. And he said, I might have a name for you for this. And he'd come up with a band name that he was never going to do anything with, Doberwoman. And I said, that's perfect. And I let the ideas kind of coalesce around my brain for a little while. And one night in early 2022, Chris was out at a gig. I had the house to myself. I had a bottle of shitty red wine, a microphone, and some MIDI and some lyrics. And I thought, right, let's see what havoc I can create. And I sat down and recorded a demo of Something Has to Happen Now, which is, a song that I now perform at every single gig. So that's kind of when it started. And then, yeah, it's kind of taken off a lot more over the last 6 months.
Yeah, what is, I mean, it's just a fancy getting a little bit sort of nerdy technical, not that anyone else will care in the slightest, I'm sure, but what is the sort of setup that you're using for the recording? What recording software, and perhaps what instruments?
Instruments wise, like 99% of it is MIDI. I do play piano, but with Doberwoman, I'm seeing how many weird noises I can get in there. So it's MIDI tracks, it's samples. Sometimes I'll just stick the microphone on random things in my house and come up with things like that. But yeah, 90% of the backing tracks are MIDI. In terms of software, I use Mixcraft because it's ridiculously simple to use, and I'm still learning a lot about tech.
I mean, obviously, I did realise it. Yeah, you did realise that. I did realise it was MIDI created, but I was curious as to what sort of MIDI instrument. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Oh no, in terms of MIDI instruments, I mean a lot of synth pads. I have it's hard to see on here, but I have a digital piano, which at the moment is covered in sheet music and lyric ideas and things like that because I'm a nerd. But yeah, that's the digital piano. Just has a MIDI cable that plugs straight into my laptop, so it's actually a very simple setup.
Yeah, yeah. As I say, only me sort of interested in maybe what sort of software VSTs you were using, but that's another story. We're mainly interested in sort of Doberwoman, the musical project, and so how long did it sort of take to sort of start creating more, and how do you feel it sort of that transition from being the more acoustic thing to into the synthy side, and what sort of influences go into the synthy stuff?
Oh, there's a lot of questions in one there.
Yeah, I couldn't help it.
No,
there's so many things in my mind, I need to know these things.
I will try and answer them as fully as I can.
5, 92, and 1. Yes.
Answer to the meaning of life is 42. No, it isn't it? Is it? It's 56. I don't bloody know.
It's something along those lines, anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the transition from acoustic to more electro and synthy backings. Whenever I've been on stage before, I've almost always had an instrument in front of me, whether that's piano or guitar or something else. It is weird going up on stage and being used to that and then not having that to hide behind. I mean, I'm used to a microphone, I'm used to a crowd, but being on a stage with just me and my voice. Okay, I also have the megaphone, which has started as a gimmick, is now an integral part of the set. I have the Doberwoman megaphone. But it does feel different being on stage, just me, no instruments, just the backing tracks. It is more exposing than people think. It's more exposing than I imagined it would be. But now that I've got used to it, and I've got into it's almost like a persona, Doberwoman.
Yeah,
so there's a particular, well, like you have with Jan Doyle Band, it's there's the particular outfit, it's the stage costume, the stage makeup, which I've done a little bit of here for you today.
Yes.
We've kind of,
looking very fabulous indeed. I mean,
thank you very much. You as well.
Look. Yes.
Cheers.
Somewhat like the Leeds gig today, A bit,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
a
bit
little
more
bit.
fancy. There's a bit more sort of makeup going off today. Look,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so
Thought of that. But yeah, it is like when I'm on stage doing these gigs, it is like stepping into a role, much like an actor would be. It's a persona that I'm building up and up, and there is a lot of me in there, but the it's an exaggerated version.
yes, I absolutely see. I feel that very, very much. That's sort of definitely where
But
I feel I come
that's
from.
not to
Yeah.
say though that the things I'm singing about generally, well, I call it Electro Riot Girl. There's a lot of feminist stuff in there. There's a lot of socio-political topics and a lot of angry ranting about the state of the world for women and girls and anyone kind of femme shaped, um, and the way it is for us.
And that
Um,
in particular is something I kind of want to come on along to. But I'll let you
Yeah.
finish what you were saying if you want.
no, I please go for it. Far away.
I thought in particular we could raise the issue of the jacket here
Ah, yes, the
because
jacket.
that is a wonderful, clever part of the show. I think. I mean, I
So-
think it's an absolutely genius way of sort of engaging the audience as well. But, I mean, it's both that and it makes a wonderful point at the same time. And that's just one of the many things I loved about the show. But anyway, yes, tell people about the jacket.
Well, thank you. The jacket now has a name. It has officially been christened the Jacket of Jerks.
Yes.
So the jacket was. I will tell you a little story about the jacket. Actually, I used the jacket at a gig I did in London, and I left it by the bar. And at the end of the night, when I packed it up, someone had, had I don't know if they'd sneezed or if they'd just hocked a load of gunk onto it, but there was some nasty, phlegmy bodily fluid over the word man-hater. And I think someone had come in halfway through the gig and not realised what the jacket was.
Yeah.
And not heard the spiel. So the reason for the jacket is that people can come up and write things on it. So it's like a piece of travelling performance art. I actually kind of stole the idea from a friend's Halloween costume some years back, where he came dressed as the scariest thing he could imagine, which was an incel. And this is before I'd thought up Doberwoman, and then later the idea came to me. He was wearing jeans and a white t-shirt and had a Sharpie, and said, anyone can write the most horrible things they want onto this, because I'm dressed as an incel. So we all had great fun coming up with the worst things we could think of.
Like Splimhole.
I mean, yeah, but I mean also, actual words. I don't. Is Splimhole a word?
No, it's one I made up.
No, I'm very gullible.
And it's one I made
Fair
up
enough.
many
I
years
like
ago.
that. That
but
should be a word.
Yes,
Splimhole
I
should
mean,
be a word.
absolutely. I think we should now move into trying to get that into popular
Yeah.
usage, such as
Yeah.
my phrase, you couldn't hit a barn door with the hinges sawn off. But anyway.
Brilliant, like it. But yeah, when I was coming up with the Doberwoman look, I thought I'm going to get a plain jacket, plain blazer, and write loads of things on it. So Doberwoman in big letters on the back, and then in various coloured marker pens, there's things that guys have said to me over the years as a woman and as a performer, but sometimes just things they've shouted out as catcalls in the street.
And things like cheer up, love.
Things like cheer up, love, it might never happen. You'd be prettier if you smiled.
Yeah.
Ugly lesbian. I've had that a lot. Also had frigid bitch. Conversely, I've had you fucking slut. So I mean, can't win really, can you?
No, you absolutely
No.
can't. Sometimes.
And
it's,
then and then as I've done more songs, as I've done more recording and lent into this theme, I thought plenty of people, in fact every woman and non-binary person I know has had weird shit shouted at them. I mean, quite a lot of men I know have as well. But every woman I know certainly has had stupid stuff yelled at them from cisgender men.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason the jacket became part of the act is because I wanted to give other people, other women, the opportunity to write their stupid shit on the jacket. So in every performance, I now explain the jacket. The jacket gets thrown into the crowd, and there are marker pens around, and people have at every performance now written stuff on the jacket, which is wonderful and at the same time awful.
Yeah,
because
it's horrible that there's so much that has happened and been said to people, and it absolutely sort of gets me rather angry as well. But it's yeah, it is a horrible situation, but cool that people are getting the opportunity to express it.
Someone did say to me that it was really cathartic to write on the jacket, and someone even did a little drawing of a really shouty, angry woman, and I just love it. So it really has become this travelling piece of performance art
I
that
think
goes
one
with
day
me whenever I
it'll
do a gig.
probably end up in a museum, this sort of amazing relic, or either that or you'll sell it for several £billion or something.
If I did, it'd go to a charity, but
Yeah.
well, some of it go to a charity. I do need money. I'm a starving artist. But I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get that famous, but hey, maybe. I think at some point I might need a second jacket.
Yeah,
to wear
I
on
think
stage
you're
and
going to
want
need
people to
another
write
one
on.
at some point.
I
Yeah.
think it might be an evolving piece of artwork to the point where I just won't have any room left.
Yeah.
I hope at some point that it will stop, though.
Yeah.
Because that would mean no one's got anything else to write, and that would be
Yeah.
a wonderful world to live in.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's ever going to happen. It's nice to dream of it, obviously, but
Yeah.
I think at least you are providing a rather excellent service, so to speak. I mean, the thing is, what could be better? You get absolutely incredible music and performance, and get that cathartic release as well. So that's yet another reason to book Doberwoman. I thought you might like to know that the chat on Facebook has indeed commented that you've got excellent hair and nice earrings. So
the earrings were a present from my friend Kat in Sheffield, who does awesome music themselves.
Yes. Known as a meerkat when performing.
Indeed. Ukulele goth.
Indeed. Comedic witticisms with ukulele most of the time. No, I mean, the thing is like that's not sort of doing it full service, because there's such as You Can't Catch COVID from Tears, which absolutely isn't a comedic song, but it's absolutely brilliant, and I'm still hoping one day I can do a sort of electro remix of that. Anyway, so we've probably been chatting far too long, really, but it's you've got so many interesting things to say. I mean, I could go on for probably another half an hour, but I try and keep the show to an hour. So,
of course,
just briefly, at least, anything else you think you might need to add that I've not covered?
I'm hoping to get an album out later this year. If I, pull my finger out and actually do some work. I did do a new song recently, which you can hear if you're coming to the awesome night shift thing, the awesome night shift gig next Friday. People who are watching, at which I'm playing. The new song is it actually got inspired by the jacket in part, because I was working on a kind of tirade about all the things that people call women, and all the things we get called, and I thought, well, actually, if people are wanting us to be these things, they shouldn't be surprised when we turn into them. So it's that ethos, but with a fairy tale slant. So it's called Fee Fi Fo Fuck You, which I'm quite proud of.
That does sound quite excellent. And the thing is, just one last thing I want to add before I sort of play a little bit more. Another thing I greatly enjoyed was the variety in your set. I mean, from that sort of more angry, stompy stuff to those ones which like what's it? I only just played it as well. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, some of the songs that are a bit more subtle as well, and like have more layered vocals. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a big fan of what you do anyway, basically.
Thank you
And
very much.
I'll definitely be sending a bit of money your way for an album later this year, I'm sure. So
That's going to give me some impetus to actually get cracking on it.
Yeah, hurry it up, love. I ain't got all day.
All right,
like,
will do.
put your knickers on and make us a cup of tea, right?
Fuck you. I don't make anyone tea.
I believe that was Monkfish on, was it the Fast Show? Like, just said that to everyone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to have you in Sheffield next week. Hopefully we'll have a thoroughly large audience for you, because you absolutely deserve it. And yeah, so looking forward to a bit more Doberwoman next week. So thank you very much, and I guess I'll say goodbye and see you next week then.
Thanks very much, and yeah, it's been great to be part of Neo FuturisTV. If I'm saying it right. Yeah, thanks very much. See you soon.
So here's a bit more Doberwoman from Leeds than on the 28th of June. Right, here we are.
Once beckoning, come here, girl. You do it to yourself. Wanna land of riches is frightening. Where will you go, girl? Where will you take yourself? Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, goes your bomb. Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, had enough. I need a rest, I need a purpose. I need to quell this hyper-focus. I need a rest, I hear a chorus telling me to quell this hyper-focus. I need a rest, I need a purpose. I need to quell this hyper-focus. I need a rest, I hear a chorus telling me to quell this hyper-focus. I've had enough, it's all too much, I can't escape it. Don't I want to be a martyr to my mind? So many thoughts, so little time. Had enough, it's all too much, can't escape it. Don't I want to be a martyr to my mind? So many thoughts, so little time. Had enough, it's all too much, can't escape it. Don't I want to be a martyr to my mind? So many thoughts, so little time. Had enough, it's all too much, I can't escape it. Don't I want to be a martyr to my mind? Set it off well. I need a rest, I need a purpose. I need to quell this hyper-focus. Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, set it off. I've had enough, it's all too much, I can't escape it. Don't I want to be a martyr to my mind? So many thoughts, so little time. Tick tock, goes the clock. Tick tock, set it off.
Right, yeah, that's basically all I have of that again. But isn't that absolutely brilliant and wonderful? On that bill, we also have Cadence Noir, so we had better play a bit of them. What shall I put on? Let's have them at the Firebug in Leicester. I think that's a good bet. Might be a bit noisy. So find out. They are just so good live. They've got such energy. It's just fabulous. I love it. Right, we need to get on with having a bit more of what's coming next Friday. Not next Friday, but next Friday week, I guess you could say. 30th of August, anyway, in Sheffield at the Yorkshireman. So this is Memory Theatre Detached. This is very, very good as well. Yes, I know there's not much video to look at, but hey, it's great, great music. So that was Memory Theatre there. I think that's very, very good music indeed. Big, very keen. It's not finished yet. Don't want that on. Right, yeah. Very, very good music. Memory Theatre. Need to sort out that Facebook page name though. Hope he's doing that tonight. Anyway, yeah. On when is it? It's Saturday. Yes, I said I'd got that gig. Has anyone decided yet what sort of way I should present myself? You know, should it be the sort of mini skirt look, or should it be the sort of full-on gothy kind of thing, much with the dark hair, much like this? Yeah. Anyway, let's get up that up. Very Yorkshire way of saying up. I know, sounding very Yorkshire. Let's just get the image over there. So that's coming up on Saturday. The Dark 80s is a separate event. May need another ticket for that. Yeah, anyway, we need to get on and have a bit of William Denton Wilde, who is absolutely brilliant. Big fan of his music, and he's a really good performer too. I mean, even as just a solo thing, lots of action with the bass guitar and everything. He's just really good. Can't wait to see him again. So here we are. I know it's a live video and a little bit sort of iffy in that regard, but you know, it's still good. Yeah, right, so that was a little bit of a dodgy recording, I know, but I just wanted to give a flavour of what he does live and that sort of thing, to give his stage presence a bit of a push, because he's really good, and I love his music. I mean, it's got that sort of slightly John Fox-ishness, but with a bit of darker edge, I think. I really like it anyway. Yeah, headlining that night, as you would have seen, is Holy Grail. So I think we should have them on next, because they are just more than a bit epic. I've never played this track on the show. I played many of their other ones, but not this one. I'm not that familiar with how this one goes, so it'd be intriguing to have a listen. So this is Holy Grail with Heartbreaker. They are an incredible live band. You may not get that from this video, but you know, take a look anyway and see what you think of this musically, at least.
Time has no ending, the
So that was Holy Grail Heartbreaker. It's a much more sort of synth poppy track than what I would normally expect from them. Right, anyway, we also have much of the reason the gig was made. Oh, and hello to D. Boyd making it along, and Piers and Natasha. Very, very good, Natasha, in London recently. Loved your finished track, the Bewitched, I think it was. That was epically performed, I think. Sort of felt a bit like watching one of my own performances. Very, very expressive and brilliant, and absolutely wonderful to have you at the Open Anchor. I've got some video for you later. And yes, and Piers of Chaos Bleak, good to see you here. Right, and of course my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Gwenny girlfriend, Gwendolyn Gilbert. Yes, yes. I'm sure you're all sick of that by now, but you know. Anyway, she's been saying that Holy Grail are indeed super fun and exciting. They are indeed one of the most exciting live acts you'll find around. Yeah, anyway, so I say much of the reason the gig sort of happened, it was kind of complicated. There was this band called Anorax that had already got the gig booked, and we kind of stole it from them a bit by sort of jumping on the undercard, so to speak. But then they couldn't make it anyway because someone of them needs surgery. So we ended up having to sort of book our own gig, and so then we wonderfully got to have Holy Grail. I'm sure Anorax would have been very good anyway, the sort of London punk band. They look very much fun, but so it goes, we ended up with the wonderful Holy Grail instead. So anyway, Terrorbird wanted a gig in the UK around the 24th, so I made inquiries, and this is what we got. And so anyway, here's the latest track released from Terrorbird. I've not got much in the way of video for you from it. There's just like 2 pictures of Terrorbird alternating. There's not much video wise out there of Terrorbird, so you just have to put up with it. But enjoy the music. Terrorbird will be on 3rd on the night, so enjoy. Right, come on, get those videos on.
When you are in photographs, you know somebody will remember their version of your design. Even the hideous can be monstrously beautiful in photographs. Beautiful in photographs. Beautiful in photographs. Me, I like the saddest songs, the saddest hearts, I search them out unknowingly. Every smile I know it can't be held. When I mutate, I hope you can separate my insides from my outsides. And when the tapes are deleted and the gas supply runs out and we run out of serotonin, I pray you will still be there, not just in photographs, please, not just in photographs, not just in photographs, please, not just in photographs.
So there you go, that was Terrorbird in photographs. Yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to on Saturday, and you've seen also what you've got to look forward to on Friday next week. I'm not giving you a proper Jandoban performance video, so shall we have something from that Leeds gig where I met Doberwoman? I think we will. I can't remember for sure. I've I've covered everyone. I'm pretty sure I have. But anyway, yes, let's have me doing Martin. Because, you know, I think I do that quite well. And it's a good, spectacular performance and everything. So here we are.
Let's have a song about vampires.
My name is Martin.
We'll get
I'm
the video
84
on.
years old.
So yeah, let's have a song about vampirism. Go goth, right?
Pretty normal. The only way I can... Not easy living the way I do. I have to be careful. I'm pretty good at it. I dig it. As I get older, I get better. I have to.
Martin is a boy with problems. Martin has a history. Martin has too many nightmares. He lives in a fantasy. There's a danger that he'll take too far. His morbid curiosity. We've seen too many creepy films, read too many books. Martin sleeps with all the lights on. We've seen too many looks. He lives out a strange obsession, tries hard to resist. Martin needs his strange obsession to exist. He's far too pale, far too frail to be a normal boy. There's something shining in his eyes, the things he'd like to say. Martin had a lot to live down, growing up in a mining town.
Those things I see.
Torches burning in the breeze, the shivering, less the blood. He's the star of many horror movies, the deep inside he's good. There's an illness flowing through him that's there all the time. Though he watches and he waits, he has a little bit. Martin has hallucinations, dreams that he's dead. He finds the hungers at its worst when he's in bed.
Do things I don't necessarily like. I want to stay alive. I do need blood.
He's finding hard to keep control. He knows it won't be long. His tongue rolls over his dry lips, and the voice lingers on. Martin! Oh, Martin! Oh, Martin, Martin, Martin! Martin, Martin, Martin!
So that's me performing Martin. I think I put on quite a good performance there.
Black
Yes.
mass, chaotically
Yeah.
bleak. Thank you.
Yeah, and we had Chaos Bleak to follow, being their wonderful, powerful selves. So I'm going to end with something nice, something sort of a bit more chill to finish the show. So don't forget, jointhenightshift.uk is a place to go buy tickets for Friday next week. Just come along and pay £10 on the door for the bands tomorrow. You may have to pay £5 extra for the Dark 80s club night that follows. Have to see about that. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but it's been a bit chaotic because of Anorex pulling out. So yeah, Gateshead on Saturday. I think I might have said tomorrow. I'm doing several things at once, okay. So doing Gateshead on Saturday and Sheffield on Friday next week. Friday is totally sort of my expense if it all goes wrong, so I would very much like plenty of people to turn up for that, so that would be nice. Right, yeah, so this is all for this week, and I'm going to end with lovely music from Catherine Blake, who you may know from Miranda Sex Garden originally, and then Medieval Babes, and these days Witching Tale coming up, and Red Barn. So here's Witching Tale. Not sure what the track is called. It might even be called The Witching Tale. Yeah, so yeah, it seems to be, as far as I can tell, called The Witching Tale. So enjoy this to finish things off. It's very nice indeed. Right, bye for now until next time.
In numbers high, a witching tale, a prophet numbers to prolong. Yet fragments of this lofty strain flow down the tide of years as went on the stormy main, a parted wreck appears. A God joyous amid the town, I read its glittering head
secret.